Good morning. It's Friday, September 17th, and this very mysterious process I'm going to show you is just a more thorough version of showing how to throw a pot. In this case, I just need to make some mugs. Anyway, so yesterday I had a sort of doom and gloom talk about the nature of education and potentially age discrimination. And one of the commenters had a good comment to make, and he's older than me, older and wiser. And part of his advice was to just, make sure that your need to teach gets a chance to happen in formal settings, where you have been announced as the teacher, and the students have come with the expectation of being students, and it's all compartmentalized. There's a class happening, there's a teacher at the front, there are theoretically willing students in the audience. And if you can keep it that formal, even if the discussion is wide-ranging, because it's a group setting and because everybody's there on purpose, you should be immune to criticism. And it's like, okay, that's cool. And I must admit, I have, even before COVID, been sort of frustrated by the lack of formal teaching opportunities. I do teach in regard to martial arts, and that helps. But very early in my career, right out of grad school, I pretty much decided that I wasn't willing to move all over the country just to be a teacher, particularly if the teaching opportunities were, underpaid and undersupported, which is part of, why I ended up intentionally staying in Lawrence, Kansas, and having jobs that weren't related to ceramics at all, and being a part-time potter. And, for a while they were a full-time potter. And I did enjoy very much that one sort of emergency semester of teaching at William Jewell. And I say emergency because they only had a vacancy at the last minute, so for them filling it was sort of an emergency. Their regular instructor gave notice in July or something, and they needed somebody in August. But it was also the sort of thing where, to make it happen, I had to sort of live my life on an emergency basis for the entire semester. But I enjoyed the teaching a lot. So, I'm not talking much about this pot, am I? Well, maybe what I'm doing is obvious and maybe it's not. I must admit, when I watch videos of other people throwing, like an old curmudgeon, which I'm not allowed to be, I have criticisms. You know, it's like, why are you doing it this way? Why are you doing that? Why? You know, don't you, anyway. So people do their ceramics in a way that suits them, and as long as they give themselves permission to take on new techniques or to get better over the years, it's okay. I've talked before though about, you know, like community arts center situations where people will happily re-enroll in ceramics 1 year after year after year. I don't think that's a good idea either for the individual or for the art center. So, some of you may be wondering about the size of this. Now keep in mind that, you know, it's going to shrink. But yes, this is a fairly large pot. But my customers and I have gotten used to them. And that's, you know, the 20 ounce, 24 ounce mug, not necessarily for beer, often for coffee. So, have a good day.